Nobody liked the NBA All-Star format this year, but essentially the NHL Four Nations was the All-Star game for the NHL and for hockey, and that doubled the viewership just in the U.S. I'm not counting Canada's viewership, just in the U.S. of what the All-Star game did for the NBA. So that tells you a lot about the directions both sports are headed right now.
Brought in a lot of new fans, people before who didn't really care about hockey. They were watching it just because, if it's Team USA for anything, you're going to watch as you feel patriotic about your country and everything like that. But, no surprise that it smoked the NBA All-Star game in viewership, as it should have. Almost, or a little over double, actually. So, your player of the week, this is kind of a big story this season in the hockey world that you're talking about history here in the making that we need to be watching out for. Alexander Ovechkin, tonight, Tuesday night, scored goal number 883. So he is 12 goals away from passing Wayne Gretzky all-time for goals in NHL history. And, that's kind of a big deal because Wayne's held that record for what feels like almost forever. And it was one of those things where you don't think anybody was going to get to his level of play. Obviously, he's going to hold the points record probably for the rest of time. But chasing 95 goals to pass Gretzky. Gretzky has 894. Another thing too is Alexander Ovechkin missed significant time at the beginning of the season, but at this rate, he's going to score. He could very well have almost maybe like 50 or something goals just because he's scoring what seems like every single game. He had a hat trick the other night. But that's kind of what's been going on in the hockey world, something to tune into, even if you don't care. But it's just history in the making right before our eyes.
Yeah, something to look for. Big milestone for Ovechkin and history for the NHL.